Alrighty, YouTube, Niner Empire, what is going down? Welcome back to another video here. So, game balls in the win over the Green Bay Packers. I'm going to kick it off right here with Dre Greenlaw. 6 tackles, 2 interceptions. Both interceptions came in crucial parts of the game. Without a doubt, Dre Greenlaw gets game ball number 1. And I think really, too, when it comes to Dre Greenlaw, like, him and like, it's not surprising that Dre Greenlaw had the game that he had. They call him Big Play Dre for a reason. The first interception, he was almost in the right place at the right time, but it came in a situation where he kind of, he kind of had to work for that interception a little bit. He had to come up for the ball, and then obviously the final interception to seal the game. He's got to get down though. Like he should have just stayed down where he was. I get the whole thing with trying to get the pick six. I know he talked after the game about him and a couple other defensive guys talking about how he wanted to get a pick six in this game, and rightfully so. I get that. But man, like when you're in a position to win the game like that and you get that interception, like just go down. But I know Dre Greenlaw, like I know Kyle Shanahan even talked after the game and mentioned how like he simply just has to get down. So besides that, Greenlaw arguably was the best player on both teams yesterday without a doubt. So yeah, I mean Greenlaw definitely gets game ball number 1. And then I think moving on to game ball number 2 here, it's got to be Christian McCaffrey. 7 total catches, led the team in catches, 30 yards receiving. He tacked that on with 17 carries for 98 yards and 2 touchdowns. Hell of a game by McCaffrey. Again, you can argue that he was the best player on both teams as well yesterday. And then number 3, I got to go Brock Purdy here, man. He didn't have the best game that I've seen from him. It was raining, though. He had problems gripping the ball and things of that nature, so I'm not going to, obviously grill him on that too much. Wasn't pretty, but when his number was called in the biggest, moment of the game, he led the team all the way down the field, made high-level throws on that final drive, and got the Niners in position for McCaffrey to run that game-winning touchdown in. So without a doubt, you got to give one to Brock Purdy. He's continuing to prove his haters and doubters wrong. A lot of people talk about how he can't lead a game-winning drive and things of that nature. Like Brock Purdy has led game-winning drives. He led a game-winning drive in Cleveland, and Jake Moody missed the game-winning field goal. Purdy's going to continue to have haters, and to be completely honest, I don't even know why, because when you look at his story and what he's been able to accomplish in the NFL thus far, I don't know how one can hate on Brock Purdy, but Brock Purdy's always going to have haters no matter what. And I think something that he can do to kind of prove a lot of those people wrong is just by winning a Super Bowl. But no matter what, he can win 3 Super Bowls in his career, and he's always going to have haters. And like Brock always says, he doesn't pay attention to that BS. Clearly, if you don't think Brock Purdy, is a good quarterback from what he's done this season, you just simply either you don't watch the Niners, you don't understand football, and you don't understand quarterbacks. So yeah, Brock Purdy, without a doubt, is going to get game ball number 3. So I'm obviously, just to recap here, Dre Greenlaw, Christian McCaffrey, and Brock Purdy are my game balls. You can definitely go in the direction of George Kittle here, I think. He had 4 catches for 81 yards and a tutty. Along with George Kittle, though, you could go Juwan Jennings. He had 5 catches for 61 yards. He led the receiving corps in catches. He also led the receiving corps in yards. The only player that had more yards than him yesterday was George Kittle. But yeah, that's what I'm saying, though, man. Like, guys step up when we need them to the most. Juwan Jennings stepped up massively, and Juwan Jennings has always been a great third option for the Niners. I'm not sure what Kyle was thinking when he decided to run a wide zone with Jawan Jennings. Basically, he tried to use Jawan Jennings as Deebo Samuel, so I'm not really sure why Kyle, what his thought process was behind that. You should have just kind of gave it to McCaffrey there, in my opinion, but that's neither here nor there. Jawan Jennings, great game. Again, 5 catches, 61 yards. He stepped up in the absence of Deebo Samuel when he went down, so you can definitely give one to Jawan Jennings here without a doubt too. But yeah, man, I mean, they're just a great team win overall. So those are my three game balls. If I had to give, obviously three players game balls. Again, a lot of things to clean up. For next week. Obviously, we can sit back with the sigh of relief today and obviously watch the NFC divisional round game today between the Bucs and the Lions to see who we're going to be playing next week. But yeah, man, I think, again, like I said in my last video, I think this win really woke this 49ers team up, and that's scary for Tampa Bay and or the Detroit Lions. It'll be interesting to see, obviously, who wins that game. I'm almost thinking that game should be a dogfight as well. So obviously we'll see what happens in that one. But Niners win, Niners advance. Brock Purdy, McCaffrey, Dre Greenlaw are my 3 game balls. Obviously, let me know who you guys think deserves game balls in the comments down below. But yeah, with that being said, as always, go Niners. I'll see you guys in the next one.